Well, I'm just gonna say this too, just because like it's really been on my mind, and I've honestly been having the conversation like all week about it. But like, you can't prioritize transportation or food over housing. Like, well, prioritize food first, but then after food, like housing is second on like the list. Like, it has to be a priority. And I think for some reason there's this idea that like you can just live with your family forever, or that like what your family has is yours, and that like you never have to grow up in the black community, or amongst, I'm not going to say the black community, amongst some black people, and especially around amongst some immigrant homes. I think it's that idea of like the black tax, where it's just like, well, if someone in my family is doing okay, then I can just rely on them to like help me, with the thing that's not going well for me, and everyone, cares. I feel like it's this really big idea of like legacy, where people who don't have anything are trying to like build a legacy. This is why I think it's just really important that everyone understands that you have to work. Like, everyone has to work, unless you are like born with like, I don't know, $1 billion that you have access to. You're probably going to have to work. You just do. Like, everybody works. Everybody works. And working isn't bad. Working gives you purpose. It does. And I just feel like there's this really strange thing where, people are in relationships, right? And whatever that means, to be in a relationship with someone, like, imagine this. This is actually a real situation that I'm unpacking, but it's not yours, hopefully, but this is someone's, and I know for sure. So, two people are in a relationship, two people have jobs. Both people are living with a family member, like a grandmother or maybe an uncle or something. And then the uncle says, you can no longer live with me. You need to go live somewhere else. And then now you don't have anywhere to live, but both of you have jobs. And then you don't really feel rushed to get an apartment because the grandpa and the grandma said that you could just come live there. Well, first of all, if you're two grown ass adults, why would you want to live with a grandmother? Like, I'm not. Like, why? How? Where's all your shit? Like, where's all your stuff gonna go? It all can't fit at grandma's house, right? Like, how? I don't understand. I'm very confused by it. Like, maybe that's like the weird part about like delaying progression into like adulthood, because like, you know, if you work for a year and then you like accumulate a certain amount of money, you're probably going to buy some expensive things. Like, maybe you might buy a $300 record player, or maybe you might buy like a pretty expensive iPhone or something. And then you just want to take care of that iPhone because you paid so much money for it. And then as the years go on, you're going to get like more and more things that have value. And, like, you could technically pass those things on to someone that you care about. Like, I have a friend, his dad just died, and his dad left him like a really nice Jeep truck. So he got that. But it's sad because like his dad just passed away, but also his dad left him that. Um, it's just really weird because like, amongst so many black people don't have any resources to like hand on to the next generation. So it's kind of like people are passing away, but there's nothing being handed down because there's no resource. Like, the resource is really important, and the way that you get the resource is by working. Like, working is how you get the resource. So just remember to work. Yeah. Also, like, why would you prioritize, if you both of you are working, why would you prioritize buying a car over getting an apartment? Explain that to me. I don't know.